Hey, it's Scoot with Off Grid Living Modernized. I'm back up at the cabin. I just got me a new Pure Sine Wave inverter, 2,000 watt inverter. I'm going to use that. That's a really good inverter. It's only 2,000 watts. So, but right now everything I'm running is very low watt. I mean lights, refrigerator, stuff like that. It's nothing. Plus I have this one too. I think I'm going to run 2 solar systems because I'm going to run my washer and dryer and stuff with this solar. With this power inverter. I think this one's around 4,000 to 6,000 watts. I don't know 100%, but then this is the charge controller, which it's 60 amp charge controller. It's gonna be perfect because I'm running 24 volt system. It's gonna work absolutely perfect. That's exactly what that's made for. You can run 59 watts or 59 amps with the system that I have. If I run it in series and parallel, I can run 24. I'll run 3 24 volt panels and 3 24 volt batteries, and it'll make it so that I'm pushing like 51 to 59 amps. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but it gets confusing when you get into all that. But so I'm going to run both inverters, but I'm going to have another set of solar panels. I'm going to have 2 of them. See where these ones are? I'm going to have 2 more over there in the yard facing the opposite way, and I have 2 more over there in the yard facing the opposite way. They'll catch the first morning hour and a half, and then they'll catch the last morning hour and a half. So that's just how I'm trying to figure it out now. I'm going to have it so it catches every bit of sunlight. I want all the sunlight caught. I'll use that charge controller for now. I'm going to upgrade to an MPPT charge controller. They're way better. This is PWM or something. I can't remember exactly. But there's a lot of difference. The newer this is an older charge controller. The newer ones are just so advanced. They give you like 20 to 40% more charge. They're way more. They're expensive, but they're way more advanced than this old one. This one will still do a decent job of keeping the 24 volt batteries charged, and it'll regulate how much goes in, and it won't let no juice go out. So it's a good charge controller, but you know, that's what it is. We got to shut off for the batteries. We're gonna have to put in a fuse somewhere, and I'm about to rearrange this whole box and put it on the wall right in here, and then hook my solar panels to it. But yeah, that inverter's not a Pure Sine Wave either. That's an older inverter. That's an older setup, but I got it for next to nothing. So, but this is a nicer, newer inverter. And then I'll run the wire right out of here, right into my breaker box. And then this, I won't even use the plug wire on it. But yeah, I'm gonna do some more videos on the solar, and then I'll bring you back when I do more solar videos. I'll keep track of the whole solar system setup, and when I hook it up to the cabin and everything like that. But there we are. Just put a little bit of wood to last through the night. I'm gonna close off that whole room tonight. I'm just doing a little video. I'm gonna take this panel apart real quick. I'm gonna hook up a couple of solar lights in here. I'll take this panel apart and put it up on the wall, and then start putting my solar system together. So I'll bring you right back. I'll try to set the phone up so that I can do some video while I'm just in here sitting chilling. Should be, yeah, I'll do that, but not right now. I'm gonna start taking this apart. Then when I put it back together, I will. I'm just doing a little video. That's what I got hooked up so far. I should have did more video, but I didn't. But there's the batteries. I got 6 MGA batteries, or AGM. I can't remember what the guy's at. These are sweet solar panel batteries. They're good for 10 years. They're good for more years if you take care of them, keep them at the right charge and everything. I can't remember if they're MGA or, but they're good. I'm gonna have a lot of amp hours, but they're solar batteries. Them are exactly what I need for this system. I got 2. That one I think is 6,000 watt inverter. I can't remember exactly. That one's 2,000 watt. That's Pure Sine Wave. That's a fucking sweet new one. There's my charge controller up here, and it's kind of an older one, but it's going to work for now until I get a new one. I'm going to go next week to get a new one. So what happens is, the solar panels come in. They go right into here. There's 2 wires right here and here. This is where the solar panels come in, right here. They come in. Each one comes into its own solar panel. Let me see. Oh, right here. My bad. I had them backwards. The solar panels come in here. 1 to this one, 1 to this one. That runs to the charge controller up here. Then they go back out. 1 goes out to the hot, which is this side here, hot wire. 1 goes out to the ground, which is this side here. You can open them like that. Then from there, the hot wire goes from here over to the inverter here, and the ground goes from here over to the inverter here. This one goes back in here. I didn't put it in yet. It goes back into here and it hooks up to there. I gotta hook that up in a minute. Then this goes to the battery, the ground on the battery. This one goes to the hot on the battery. So I'm gonna set these batteries up on a thing so they're not right on the ground. I'm gonna set them up in the air a little bit So the batteries are going to set up like right about here underneath there. The hot and ground will hook up to there. I'm hooking them up parallel, and I'm hooking them up in series. So I'll get to that when I do it. But the solar panels come into the charge controller. Power goes out from the charge controller to the batteries. Charges the batteries, keeps the batteries a certain charge. The power goes from the batteries right here into the inverter, comes out as 110 over there. Then we got an outside plug-in, and then this wire here goes into the breaker box inside the house, which the wire's on the outside of the building. I'll bring it in tomorrow. The solar panels, everybody already seen them. That's what it is. I'll get back tomorrow when I finish the solar system up, when I got the batteries hooked up and everything, and the solar panels are hooked up. I'll be back. Alright, I'm getting ready to hook the batteries up today and run the power in from outside. It's raining like a biznaive out here today, but it is what it is. It's raining. But I'm inside, so I'm cool. I got one little solar light in here. I got the generator running still. The cabin's been running all night. That generator is ridiculous. I filled that generator at 5 o'clock yesterday. 5 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. It's still running right now, and it's like 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock right now. It's still running the next day. Been running the cabin all night. Fan, whatever lights, the TV, the fan on the wood stove. So it's been I love that little generator. It's perfect. And when it's outside, it's not too loud. I got a lot of the stuff. I got to go get a bunch of battery connector cables. I only hooked one battery up, but I just wanted to hook it up and see if it works. That inverter over there, I need to do some research on it and see exactly how to make it work properly. But this one, I see I can run it with 12 volts. I think I can change it inside and change it so I can run it with 24 volts. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to do some research online and check, because it don't say 12 or 24 volts on there. So I'm going to look it up and make sure I can run 24 volts before I actually hook everything up 24 volt. So I'm not going to hook up the batteries today, just at one. I can run anything right now. I'm going to hook up my cable from my solar panels, hook all my solar panels up, and then hook them up together in here. But I want to make sure, I want to run this as a 24 volt system, because if I use it as a 12 volt system, it'll take a lot more, like, if I run it as a 12 volt system, I'll need a lot bigger charge controller to run it if I run it as a 12 volt system. So 60 amps, you can run it at 12 or 24. 40, you can run 12, 24, or 48. And 35 amps, you can run it at 12 or 24. But when you leave your batteries as 12 volt batteries, your amps are a lot more. So when you put them together, the amps stay down more. There's a ton of shit to it. It's crazy. But right now I do have the inverter working, and I'm about to hook the solar panel up to the charge controller, which goes into this panel right here. And then I can run it in. I got the house wire hooked up. I got it coming in right there. That's from the house, and it goes into the bathroom. I'm not gonna hook that. There's 2 fuses that go in here. I'm not gonna put those in yet, because the other end of the wiring ain't hooked up in the house. Then this one here, I'm going to run down and run in this panel as well, just like that. Run it into this panel, so that if I want to plug in something out here, I can right there. Or I can even plug in if I wanted to, if I had that style plug, like my bus has that style plug, I could plug it in there if I wanted. But probably won't ever bring the bus down here. But there we go. I got it all hooked up and it works. But I'm going to go hook up the solar panels now. Everything seems to work and it works sweet. But I only got one battery hooked up. I need to, if I'm going to run it as a 12 volt system, I need to put the batteries parallel. Run a line down each battery terminal all the way right to the main connection. If I'm going to run them in series, which I want to run as a 24 volt system, that means I'd have to run them in series like this. I have to connect this hot to this ground, and then I run my hot off of here, my ground off of here. Then do the same thing with these two, same thing with these two over here. Then after you put them in series, then you can put them in parallel. But that's exactly what I want to do, but I got to make sure my inverter will run a 24 volts. If it won't run 24 volts, then I'm going to have to get a bigger charge controller and put them in series. Right now I'm going to go check out my solar panels and see if they're 12 volt. I believe they're 12 volt right now. I was going to run those in series too, but I might have to just run them in parallel over to here. We'll see. Alright, I'm back. This is the final video for today. I come to the conclusion that I absolutely need MPPT charge controller. It's digital, it has a digital monitor, digital screen. It'll allow me to use 36 volt panels charge 12 volt, charge 24 volt, or charge 36 volt. It does everything for you. Like with this, you have to do it all by wiring, and there's no way I can do it because my panels are 36 volts, and which I knew that when I got them, but I thought I could use this charge controller to do it, but I can't. This charge controller is not going to work. This thing here, I gotta get a Midnight MPPT. They're like $600. I'm gonna order one tonight. It'll be much more efficient. It lets me control and monitor everything to do with the batteries and the solar. So, and they're 40% more efficient in some cases. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna order it, and I'm gonna go on and order. I was gonna run regular house wire from the solar panels there. I need 100 feet to come over to here, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go on and get more of them connectors. I forget what they're called, but the connectors that go to the solar panels right here. I forget what they're called, but I'll know as soon as I see them. And I'm gonna get two 12 gauge wires to run all the way from the solar panels over to here, and they'll come into the charge controller, which they'll come in right here, just like these ones do. Right here. Boom, that's where the solar comes in right here. And then I need a couple fuses for this and for the one over here, which I have those ones, but I need to get a couple more just to be safe. But yeah, I'm gonna order that charge controller tonight, and the fuses that I need for this panel, and a couple extra fuses for that panel over there. That's the one that runs into the house. See, it comes in here as 12 volts, comes out here as 110. You got an extra 110 here. It comes through here, into here. Put the fuse in. It runs into my cabin right here, right here. Runs into my cabin over to there, down. It's 3 feet underground all the way over to my bathroom, where I've showed you before. Then this one here is going to go into this box as well. It's not hooked up right now because it was into the other inverter. I'm going to hook it up there. That way I can run stuff in here just off this 12 volt or off these 12 volt or off these 110 plugs. That 110 plug or those 110 plugs. So that's my video for now. I got a lot done, but I'm going to get the new wires to run these all in series and parallel. Depending, I might try to keep them 12 volt system if I can do that with that charge controller. I think I can. I'm going to do some more research tonight. And then I'll need 12 gauge coming in and 0 or 2 gauge connecting these, and then everything will work. Everything will be good. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to do a ton more shit. I got a lot of stuff to do up here, the whole inside of the cabin. I just have everything. I'm going to do a garden up here. I'm going to live off grid up here 100%. As soon as I move up here, I'm going to live 100% off grid. So like, share, and subscribe. They're starting on my side room. I'm going to put the floor down. I got a lot of work to do in here. I'm going to put this floor down, just cover up the cracks. I'm going to insulate it from the underneath. But I got to close that end off. I'm going to work on that now. And I want to put a couple windows in here. And I got to close that end up in there in the inside. And I want to build a studded wall right here where that door is, and then put some windows in there too. That's how I want it windowed in. Just doing a little video. I just took that door out and put a window in there instead, and I studded that wall, and then I put some board and batten, just whatever boards and battens I had around here, but it still needs more work. But the outside's pretty good. We're going to close up the inside, and next weekend when me and Ash come up here, we're going to cap all this in. We're going to fix that, finish that, cap all this in, get it all so it's straight. Get it all boxed in, get it all hooked up on the inside, and do all the tar paper on the inside. And I'm going to take out one of the walls on the inside, because this shed, this wall here, there's another wall in there, but it's butted up to another wall. I'm going to take the one wall out so I can see the inside of the shed from the bedroom. And then I'm going to do the wall how I want it or whatever, but that's how it is for now. But I just want to show you that what I just did there with that little window. I bought them 2 windows for, I think they were $5 or $10 a piece, brand new. Triple pane safety window, safety and energy efficient windows. Sweet. So that's the front of the cabin. I'm definitely putting another window in that door. Then I'm gonna put a side window on the side of the cabin. I need windows. Ash don't like them, but I mean, I don't care for big windows, but I need some kind of window. You know what I mean? Little windows I'm happy with.